Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this vanilla cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into that bowl place in your room temperature butter and your sugar, then cream the two together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. For me this takes between 5 and 7 minutes, but it may take more or less time depending on the climate that you're in. I find that warmer climates cream together quicker. Once you're happy with the lightness and fluffiness of the mixture, you can go ahead and add in the eggs one at a time, beating well in between each addition. And once all of the eggs have been fully incorporated, you can then go ahead and also incorporate the vanilla with the mixer still going. Once you're happy with that, you can then start to alternate between the flour and the buttermilk. So add in around a third of your flour to half of your buttermilk, and then repeat the process until you are happy. And once it's all fully incorporated, you can then go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down, and this will just be to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. So don't forget to check out the description, there'll be a link to this recipe and links to all my social medias. But yeah, check out the description and you'll find a link to this recipe. Once you do, give it a click and it will have all you need, all the ingredients, all the full recipe, everything you need to know. Then you can go ahead and divide the cake batter between 3 6-inch cake tins which have been lined with some parchment paper on the base. Feel free to line the sides if you want to, I don't feel the need to, but if you want to, go ahead. I then weigh about 330, between 325 and 350 grams into each tin. Really depends, and that's what it should be. I forget which cake I'm making because I've got a few different stable cake recipes. Place it into your preheated oven and bake it off. Then go ahead and make the buttercream, which is really simple. Take a saucepan and place in your sugar and water, then place on the hob. Once they're combined, you can then go ahead and add your egg yolks and a whole egg into a stand mixer on a high speed. Mix that as high as you want until the mixture has come together and it's lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Once you've achieved that, you can then go ahead and pour in the hot sugar mixture that you made just a little bit ago. Pour that in steadily over a lower speed and keep whisking until you can touch the bottom of the bowl with the back of your hand. Once you can, add in the chunks a bit at a time, ensuring it's fully worked in before you add in the next chunk. And as you might see, it goes this kind of very buttery yellow colour, completely normal for this recipe as it's butter being added into buttercream. Of course it's going to be slightly yellow, but then just give it all a good mix until combined. Then go ahead and add in your vanilla and give it all a good mix just to combine any of those bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and start the decorating process, so grab yourself a plate, board or stand and place your first layer of cake onto it. Once you're happy, press it down and this will just secure it in place. Around the outer edge of the cake, pipe a ring of buttercream and then just pipe a bit inside as well, and just spread this out so it's a thin layer to coat the cake. But then I also add a generous layer of homemade jam. Feel free to use store-bought if that's what you can get your hands on, and then repeat the process until you have no layers of cake left. So you should be cake, buttercream jam, and then your final layer of cake. So once you've got your cake stacked, you can then go ahead and start to decorate. I'm just piping the buttercream on the outside of the cake, and I'm not going for like a fully finished polished cake on this occasion. I'm going for a bit more of a semi-naked cake, or whatever you want to call it. So it's not perfect because at this time when I was making this cake, it was just like I wanted something quick and easy to share, and I had ingredients left over, so I thought this is the perfect time to make this kind of cake. So pipe buttercream around the outside and on top, then just spread and level it out until you've got an even coating all over. And don't worry if bits of cake are peeking through, that's what we want. We're not looking for that perfectly polished cake. Repeat the process until you're happy, so you may need to scrape away more than you would usually, but then keep that as you may be able to use it for piping on top a little later on. As you're scraping away at the sides of the cake, you may get a little lip of buttercream around the outer edge at the top. I kept this as normally I scrape it away, but I kept it as I kind of used it as a guide, and it just added to the overall effect of the cake. Then on top I just took my crank palette knife and did a little swirl on top. You don't have to do this, it's just a little bit of a decorative flair that I quite like doing on a cake. Then around the bottom edge of the cake, while the buttercream is still tacky, I just use these blue sprinkles that I've got. They are a halo mix, I can't remember which one, and then just did a border around the bottom again, not creating this perfectly polished look, but just enough to, make it look nice. Perfect for me. This wasn't a cake for an occasion, it was just because I could, and why not? Keep some of the sprinkles to use a little later on if you want to. I also added a little bit of gold leaf onto the cake. I just applied it with a paintbrush, well, a little cake decorating paintbrush, and just added it all around the outer edge of the cake because why not? Then on top I had some macarons and some meringue kisses left over. Just placed those on and then piped in between to fill the gaps, and it was really just a simple and easy cake just for this. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.